Prologue, 2026. The Return of the Kings and Japan's Scream. Hello. It is 2026. The moment the whole world has been waiting for, the return of the Kings has finally become reality. Having completed their military service hiatus, BTS has returned as a full group and announced a world tour of historic proportions. While armies across the globe are screaming with joy, the atmosphere across the sea in Japan is, well, complicated. Japan used to be K-pop's biggest cash cow. They prided themselves on being the center of Asian pop culture. But looking at the reaction of Japanese fans after receiving this tour schedule, it's less about cheers and more about screams, sighs, and twisted jealousy. Tokyo Dome for only 2 days? Does this make sense? It's actually cheaper to fly to Korea than buy tickets here. When did Japan become so poor? Isn't this chart manipulation? Hidden within thousands of pouring comments is a painful realization. Japan is no longer the top priority for K-pop. It's a mix of a harsh reality check and the remnants of anti-Korean sentiment they just can't seem to shake off. Today, we are going to dissect the raw reactions from Yahoo Japan. We will look at how BTS has proven South Korea's cultural dominance and exactly how Japan's pride is crumbling under that weight. Chapter 1. Japan is just a stopover. The collapse of an entertainment giant's pride. The first reaction we need to look at is the shock regarding the schedule itself. Let's look at a comment from one Japanese netizen. Reading comment. This is truly amazing. I'm surprised. They are filling the biggest venues around the world, but only 2 days for Japan? Since they are so popular, if we can't get tickets in Japan, we might have to go overseas. This comment perfectly captures the sense of displacement Japanese people are feeling. Just 10 years ago, Japan was the beginning and end of any Asian tour. A 4-dome tour covering Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, and Fukuoka was standard, sometimes even including arena tours. But for BTS in 2026, Japan is just one of many cities on the world tour map. They are too busy filling stadiums in North America, South America, and Europe. It's proof that the weight of the Japanese market isn't what it used to be. Reading comment. Only 2 shows in Japan, the country they debuted in right after their own. I thought there would be at least Osaka. Since RM said he'd come to Japan often, should we expect more in 2027? Look at this. The country they debuted in right after their own. Can't you feel the lingering attachment? The feeling of, we were your original partners. But reality is cold. Osaka was skipped. Tokyo gets only 2 shows. This isn't just a scheduling issue. It's a symbolic event showing the deteriorating profitability of the Japanese market due to the weak yen and the complete shift of K-pop's center of gravity to the Americas. Japanese fans are now in a position where they have to beg, please come. Chapter 2. The ticket war and the tragedy of the weak yen. In this situation, a strange calculation is trending among Japanese fans. The idea is, it's better to go to the mainland, Korea, than to buy scalp tickets in Japan. Reading comment. The Japan shows will be flooded with overseas fans, plus fans from China and South America. So most tickets will be high-priced resales. If you calculate ticket prices and travel expenses, going to the Korea show might actually be cheaper. It's truly ironic. In the past, Korean fans envied Japan's dome tours and flew there. Now Japanese fans are peaking at the main base, Korea, to avoid the murderous resale prices and competition at home. There are 2 tragic realities hiding here. First, the Japanese concert ticket system has been taken over by resellers, losing its ability to function fairly. Second, Japan's economic power has weakened so much that it's becoming burdensome for locals to afford a global star's concert in their own country. Saying the Korea show is better isn't just about cost effectiveness. It is a sad self-portrait showing that the Japanese, once the consumers of culture, have been relegated to a weaker position, fighting scalpers on the periphery of the cultural scene. Chapter 3. Still crying. Manipulation? The old repertoire of anti-Korean trolls. Of course, we can't leave out the reactions of those people who are sick with jealousy over BTS's success. The chronic disease of Yahoo Japan, the net uyoku internet, right-wingers, are still reciting the same old repertoire even in 2026. Reading comment. They are like national civil servants. Popularity manufactured by the government and army. Billboard manipulation is a famous story. And planning world expansion again? The Korean ideology is a disaster. Isn't it transparent? Are they saying the Korean government bribed millions of people to fill stadiums worldwide? Or is army some kind of secret society operating systematically? Their logic is the peak of cognitive dissonance. When faced with a reality they don't want to believe Korea's success, they hide behind conspiracy theories like manipulation or government intervention. Especially the sarcasm saying, seeing as they didn't get military exemption, we know they're standing. Is just ignorance. BTS proudly completed their service on their own. gaining even more respect and legitimacy. The frame of using the military issue as a weakness was shattered by BTS's even stronger status after their discharge. The low number of likes on this comment tells the story. Even within Japan, these forced arguments don't work anymore. Chapter Awe and Resignation. 2026 is year one of K-pop. However, the majority of Japanese people are now acknowledging reality. No, beyond acknowledging, they are expressing awe. Reading comment. This week is Blackpink at Tokyo Dome for 3 days. Next year is BTS. 2026 will be K-pop year one again. If we can't get tickets in Japan, we really have to go overseas. This comment admits that the Japanese entertainment market cannot function without K-pop. While their domestic idols struggle to fill a dome, Korean groups are sweeping Japan for 3 consecutive days, or on a stadium scale. The phrase K-pop year one is like a declaration that the Japanese music market has become completely subordinate to Korean content. It is the current state of Japanese pop culture resignation beyond jealousy, kneeling before overwhelming quality. Chapter 5. Envy disguised as concern? Murderous schedule. Lastly, let's look at the reaction that seem to worry about the members' health. Reading comment. It's not a world tour. It's like a circuit of asceticism. It must require immense physical and mental strength. Won't the performance be harder than before? Reading comment. Considering travel days and holidays, the schedule is too hard. I'm worried since they are coming to Japan next year too. Of course, this could be concern from pure fandom. But underneath, there is also that unique Japanese pessimistic frame, mixed in Korean idols. Won't last long because they are overworked like that. They love to disparage the perfect performances of Korean idols as the result of inhumane training. But BTS has silenced all these concerns with sheer skill. As if mocking the prediction that performances will be harder than before, they will show a more mature and overwhelming stage. And the promise RM reportedly made to come to Japan often, Japanese fans are holding on to that single sentence, looking forward to 2027. Swinging between hope and despair at a small crumb of hope thrown by a world-class star. This is the reality Japan faces today. Japan, now just applaud from the guest seat. BTS's 2026 World Tour. To summarize the Japanese reaction: shock, jealousy, and longing. The Korean idols they once believed they could control have returned as a massive mountain Japan dare not cross. Those who complain about expensive tickets and few shows, yet have no choice but to buy scalp tickets to see them. Those who mock their own country's economy saying, the Korea show is cheaper, and those who express inferiority through ridiculous conspiracy theories. Paradoxically, all these reactions prove just how high BTS and Korean culture have risen. Japan is no longer a partner or a sponsor. They are just one of many countries. BTS visits. A guest lucky enough to see 2 shows. Stop the conspiracy theories and just purely congratulate the world star that emerged from your neighbor. Isn't that the way to keep the remaining pride of a developed country? If you agreed with today's video, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.